Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Hannah Baker live and in stereo here. And this tape is about Tucker. Tucker, you're a fucking dick, bro. You dated my ex-girlfriend. You bullied me every day in school. You're the reason why I killed myself. But yeah, today I got a pretty fucking crazy story for you guys. This one comes from 8th grade year. I hope you guys do enjoy the BO1 gameplay. So let me know if you like the BO1 gameplay. But yeah, today I got a pretty crazy story for you guys. This one comes from 8th grade year. You guys asked me, how the fuck did this happen? I'll jump right into it. Okay, so back in 8th grade year, I used to spend like all my time just sitting on my phone and just, texting random ass people. I used to just like search up random names, like, where you can like search up people that follow you, like their name or their username or whatever. And I used to just search up like random names, and I would just hit up random people. Like certain days I would just hit up like, oh, a girl named Emma. I would search up Emma and see if there's any girl named Emma that followed me, and I would just hit up like all the Emmas that follow me. And I used to just do some random ass shit on Instagram, okay, to say the least. And it's your typical Friday night. I'm sitting on Instagram, and I said, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna see if there's any girls that named Caroline that follow me, right? So I search up the name Caroline, and this one girl comes up. She was 15. She said she was 15 in her bio. She looked pretty cute, to say the least. Her makeup looked cute as well. She just looked like a really cute girl. Okay, she was pretty bad. Can't even lie. And I looked at her profile for a second. I was like, she's cute as hell. I'm gonna hit her up. And so I ended up hitting up this girl. And we start texting, and she seemed pretty chill. We just started having kind of a fun time, and we just started talking, and I was just asking her about her life and just stuff like that. She said she did online school, and everything was kind of going pretty chill. Fast forward, like the next day, I'm texting her again, and to say the least, we kind of started flirting, and that flirting led to kind of something else. And she asked me, "Do you want to play 21 questions?" Which, if a girl is flirting with you and then she asks that there's probably about to be something else that happens. And, we're just flirting, and she asked, do you want to play 21 questions over Instagram? And I'm down. And she's like, you start. And I just, asked the most innocent question, because, I didn't want to be that fuckboy kind of guy. I'm a really good guy, if you guys can't tell. You guys might think I'm a fuckboy, but I'm really not. I'm a pretty good guy. So I'm like, oh, what's your favorite sport, or what do you like to do for fun? And so that's what I asked. And this girl's like, oh yeah, I like to do, this. And she just kind of gave me a normal answer, and then I text her. I'm like, hey, it's your turn. This girl's like, what's your size? That's just her question. And I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And then this girl essentially is like, what's your beep size? Gotta stay monetized, but no, she asked me what my dick size was, and her just kept flirting a little bit, and it was just kind of going on. She didn't ask me for anything yet. And so fast forward, a couple weeks later, I used to just feel guilty whenever I would send nudes or something like that. So I didn't really feel like sending her nudes, because we didn't get super intimate after that. We kind of flirted back and forth and just we kind of dirty talked to each other, but we didn't end up sending any nudes or anything. And fast forward, I didn't really feel comfortable to send nudes either. I sent her a shirtless pic with I guess you could say blue bandana. I still have that pic, because that pic is actually still pretty cool till this day. But yeah, I kind of sent her a shirtless pic of me, and she sent me a picture of her in a bikini, and it didn't go any further than that. And essentially, fast forward a week later, I just stopped texting her because I felt kind of guilty from sending her shirtless picture of me. I don't know. I used to feel guilty whenever I texted girls, or kind of wanted to send nudes with girls. I used to feel kind of guilty. So I kind of just kind of backed up, and I was like, hey, I just kind of stopped texting her after that day. And fast forward a week later, this girl hits me up, and this girl says? She the first text I get from her is, your brother is mean. And so I respond, I'm like, what do you mean? You know my brother? And this girl's she sent me a screenshot. And essentially it's a screenshot of her and my brother flirting. And then she asked my brother what his dick size. He answered, and it's pretty much a whole thing of her legit fucking flirting with my older brother. Which, okay, my older brother was 17 at the time, she was 15, and I was 13. And so essentially, she sends me like a whole like 3 different screenshots from DM messages between her and my brother, and this girl was legit fucking asking him for pictures, and so she just started flirting with him. My brother kind of was flirting back and everything, and then she asked him for nudes after he like kind of gave him his dick size and stuff like that. She kind of asked him for nudes, and my brother just straight blocked her as soon as she asked him for nudes. And the funniest part, okay, she sent me all these screenshots, and I was in 8th grade year, okay. I thought that was a big deal. I was like, what the fuck? And so I immediately after I read all these screenshots, I'm scarred for life. I'm like, okay, so the girl I was talking to and flirting with, and I sent a shirtless pic, and she sent me a pretty, to say the least, good-looking picture. Ended up hitting on my brother and flirting with him and asking my older brother for nudes. So yeah, that was a scar. That scarred me for life. So immediately I proceed to ask her after she sends me these screenshots. I proceed to ask her. I'm like, how the fuck did you find my brother? This girl proceeds to say, she's like, oh, I found him from one of your pictures. In the one fucking picture on my Instagram, okay? The one picture. This picture was like down at the bottom of my Instagram. It barely had me. It had me and my 4 older brothers, and it was a picture of my one brother. And this dude, my brother and her, the one like little tag that didn't even really have my brother in the picture, she found him from one of the tags and like one of my oldest posts on my Instagram, and like just found my brother and just decided to like start flirting with him and trying to like fucking get nudes from my brother. Maybe she was like trying to get nudes to like fucking troll me and then just like send them to me and like fuck with me. But like, I don't know, that's pretty fucked up, okay? Like, regardless, you're like flirting with someone and then you like flirt with their like older brother like a little bit later. That's kind of fucked up, okay? But yeah, I was pretty scarred for life after this. I saved those screenshots. I actually saved those screenshots in my Snapchat My Eyes Only memory, just to like hold it as like a blackmail in case my older brother ever did anything I didn't like. But for like the longest time, I was just fucking scarred, dude. And I remember I told this story to my friend Pablo. And the funniest part, I actually have a part 2 to the story if you guys want to see that. But the funniest part is I told him the whole story about this girl and everything. And I didn't mention that it was my brother that I asked for news from. I said it was one of my other friends that you don't know, Pablo. So we actually have kind of a part 2 to the story if you guys want to see that. My girlfriend asked my brother for nudes part 2. Let me know down below. But yeah, she ended up fucking asking my brother for nudes. It's kind of fucked up, okay? Like, you know, we weren't necessarily dating, but we were getting really, really flirty, and she asked me for something. I sent her, like, that's kind of fucked up, okay? You asked, like, I don't know. But yeah, if you did enjoy the story, make sure to leave a like on it. I just thought it was kind of funny because that my brother almost legit blocked a girl and was like flirting with her. It's just one of those funny things to look back on. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the story, make sure to leave a like on it. It has been your boy Trust. I hope you did enjoy the BO1 gameplay as well. This was my first time kind of quickscoping in BO1. The mechanics are kind of broken though. You can't really quickscope in BO1 because the mechanics are really, really broken unless you're like a meter away from someone. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it. If you have any comments, anything to say at all, comment down below. But yeah, it's been your boy Trust. Peace out.